Today's horoscope from Astrocademy, Pisces September 29, 2022. It's not yet the time to take action or begin anew because a new moon is just ahead. Still, this is a fine day to put something behind you, a matter that's been weighing you down or standing in the way of personal growth. You might naturally pull yourself back from the world just a little so that you can collect yourself and make space for positive new energy to enter your life. The sun has been transiting your spirit sector, gently encouraging you to learn new things, but it's the new moon tomorrow that seals the deal and helps you move forward. Today favors contemplation and observation, and you might choose to lay low in some way or pull yourself out of regular activities to connect with your deeper needs and desires. While you are inclined to be a little introspective, the day is nevertheless good for communication. Generally, though, it's a good time to slow down and pace yourself, and you'll find that things fall into place as you do. Since there are not any major transits or aspects, the moon truly shines in Libra. The beautiful, reciprocal lunation is asking you to reflect on your professional investments and collaborations. Your mind is clear and balanced with logic. So, as you reflect on your professional investments, now is the time to see each one for what it is. Ask yourself what collaborations serve your professional development. Consider whether your investments will pay off in your intended manner. Embrace the lunar energy to organize and prioritize your collaborations to be successful in your profession. Just before leaving your financial sector today, the moon will align with Mercury, something it has done twice before over the last 2 months. However, this alignment today is not only their last but the last before all planetary activity on this side of the financial fence ends in 2 days. Before it does, this is bringing your financial instincts and a smart head for money together. You have great character and want to make the most of a bad experience, once you are far enough away from it. Nothing will help you get through hard times more than regular exercise that involves deep breathing. It sorts out the body and mind by generating the flow of freshly oxygenated blood and improving your circulation. Yoga is probably something you do already. Try to find the best time of day to practice for you and make it a healthy habit. Having the moon not only return to an adventurous part of your chart but align with Venus here for the first time in nearly 2 years during Venus' last full day in your career sector is not the case of bad timing that it sounds. Instead, as Venus is consciously working to leave you with expectations and resolutions that are more about the what than the when, where, and how, this can guard against overthinking things. There is a passion for adventure brewing that can't be denied. In the lead up to Venus, the planet of love's return to a social and serendipitous part of your chart tomorrow, there is a sense of anticipation in the air but also a need to start trusting your heart and your instincts. For when Venus returns tomorrow and starts using the laws of attraction and synchronicity to create serendipitous moments or encounters, this is how she will send the right clues at the right time. You're ready to take charge of your current situation, and we love to see it. As you may know, the moon influences everything from your romantic desires to your general sense of fulfillment, and it continues to glimmer through your intimate 8th house of sex, mergers, intimate unions, and soulmate connections. How are you and your lover showing up for each other and this connection? Luna's close proximity to Venus and Mercury brings energy, vitality, and passion to this area of your life, but there's more. The moon will simultaneously trine your traditional planetary ruler, Jupiter, inspiring you with faith and spiritual wisdom. A lot of emphasis is put on diet these days, choosing the freshest foods available and preparing a variety of healthy meals so that all your nutritional bases are covered is key. Another important part of diet is to eat slowly and chew your food carefully. Apart from avoiding the risk of choking, well-chewed food helps us avoid overtaxing our digestive glands. Many people who gulp down their food overwork their glands and find that they stay hungry even after eating. Our eyes in the sky. Today has an eclectic energy that could feel both scattered and psychologically challenging at times. This morning's moon in Libra makes it a little easier for all of us to process. When Pluto squares the moon, those in relationships take a closer look at their commitments. This is going to mark a time where your mind is influenced by your own desires. Over the weeks ahead, you might wish for something to happen to the point of obsession. Remember that everyone is going to be feeling these same vibes, so you aren't alone. This energy can bring gains and losses. You might feel like you're unable to take any action at all, like you're stuck in place. It could seem as though your mind is a prison, but it's up to you to decide how to navigate through this minor storm. The reality is that as long as you have curiosity and creativity, you're unstoppable. It's only when you are hard on yourself that it feels like you're stuck in an emotional swamp. On the upside, this energy winds down when the moon enters Scorpio later in the day. In the morning, retrograde Mercury in Virgo trines Pluto in Capricorn, the second of 3 trines between these two planets. The first occurred on August 22nd, so look back to this date to make personal connections. This influence grants us a penetrative mind. We detect the hidden rationale subtly underpinning and guiding our interactions. We can even investigate occult principles or further define our astrological awareness. However, because Mercury is retrograde, it might be hard to communicate everything that is going on in our heads. While we're adept at working and reworking ideas at a conceptual level, something is bound to become lost in translation if we attempt to explain ourselves. This is perhaps the true intent of this transit, to determine when it is wise to reveal, versus when it is wise to keep silent. The final trine in this series, with Mercury in direct motion, will occur on October 6th. This week may bring some strange feelings from your past, or perhaps past lives. You could feel somehow boxed in or forced toward a certain conclusion. Aspects affecting your employment sector mean that you need to focus more attention here to make your work meaningful and lucrative. Mid-morning, the Libra moon squares off with Pluto, provoking power struggles. Perhaps we want to share a secret, but it would be purely for our own gain. Our inclination to form relationships based on gossip could be to curry favor or gain a tactical advantage. What we're really battling with now is our own perceived lack of agency. Once we become aware that fear is steering our choices, we can start to take back our power. The moon enters its void of course following this aspect's perfection, suggesting we use this time for introspection and keeping our mouths shut.